welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, let us learn a JavaScript program to accept a number and find the square of the given number. So that is a problem statement. So let us try to solve this. So given a number as input to your JavaScript, so JavaScript should square that number and print it onto the HTML page or console. So let's get started. So this is my Windows command prompt and I'm into this particular directory, that is public JavaScript. So let's create a notepad file, that is HTML file, and try to insert the JavaScript into it, and let us try to execute it. So let's use notepad and we'll be using, that is, let's give some name, a find square. So this is my HTML file. So let's give .html file. So do you want to create a new file? Let's say yes, and this is our HTML file. So now inside this particular file, so let's use the script tag that is present in the HTML, that is script, and let us try to close the script using /script. So inside this particular HTML tag, we have to write our JavaScript. So let's take a variable and let us try to ask a user to enter a number. So let a equals to, let's use prompt. So this is a prompt function to ask a user to enter a number. So let's say enter a number. Yeah, so let's end with a semicolon. Once the user enters a number, so it will be of a string type. So let us parse it to an integer or floating point type. So let's parse it to float because the integer will also be covered in the floating point. So let's close this function, that is parse float. So once we get a number, so let's validate if it is a real valid number or not. So let's use the if statement and check if is none. So this is a function to check if the given input value is valid or not. If it is invalid and if this particular if statement is true, so let us throw an error onto the HTML page. Let's say document dot write, and let's try to print given number is invalid. This is a typo. Let's end with a semicolon. Now in the else block, so let's take an else block in the JavaScript and try to find the square of the given number. So in order to find the square, so let's take another variable. So square underscore a equals to, let's take variable a and try to raise it to the power of 2. So this is a method where we use a double star operator to raise to the power of 2. So once we get square of a given number, that is value a, so let us try to print it. Let's say document dot write. So let's try to print square of, let's try to print the number as well, a, and let's give is and give colon, and here goes the square, that is square underscore a. So this is the given variable that we have, that is a local variable that we have taken. So this we are trying to print here. So I think some mistake, square underscore a. Let me copy paste the same, or let's take b instead of this big value. So let's take b, and we have to end this particular document dot write using a semicolon. So this is the JavaScript to accept a number and try to generate a square of a number. So let's save this and let us execute the program. So saving it, let's exit and let us try to use Explorer and find square. Let's try to execute this particular HTML over the browser. So enter a number. So let's give 2. So you can see square of 2 is 4. It has printed. So let's refresh this. So enter a number. So let's give something like 12. So 12 square is 12 multiplied by 12 is 144. That is this value. So let's refresh it. So now let's try to give a floating point value. Let's give 2.2. So you can see 2.2 square is this particular number. Let us try to refresh it. So let's give 4.4. So this is a square of 4.4, that is 19.36. So you can also use a floating formatting for this particular number. So in my videos, I'll be covering the how you can format a float as well. Just refer to that. So now let's refresh this. So now let's try to enter a string. So let's say code with TJ is my number. So you can see given number is invalid. It has printed. So let's refresh it. So now let's give some string with a code. Let's say hello and string with a number. Let's give 12. So you can see given number is invalid. Yeah, so this is the complete program. So let me open a notepad. Yeah, so this is a complete program to accept a number and try to print a square of a given number. So I'll give this code in the description of this video. So that's it in this video. Hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. Bye.